10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Well, good morning. It's 10:30. Welcome to Little Blessings Online. I hope you got a cup of tea or perhaps coffee. I've got a glass of milk as well because I'm a good boy. I like milk. And my favourite toy, which is a Lightning McQueen car that flips up when you push it along the road, which I think is awesome because it's got this thing underneath and it flips the car around, which is really cool. So, good morning. We've got lots on for you for today. We've got story time, a really, really awesome special pool, and something really cool that happens at a pool. And we've got some songs, and we've got Jojo with a matte amazing weaving. So we've got a weaving for you with paper, and there's a video link as well if you want to do a second one that's a little bit more fancy. So you can do that. And if that wasn't enough, we've even got a Bible repair video, which I keep watching because I can't stop watching it. So this is Joe's Bible, and we talk about a Bible. So, good morning to you. Across the bottom of the screen is our email address, our blog, and our Facebook, so you can get in touch in lots and lots of ways with what we're doing. You're very, very welcome, but I'm not doing this on my own. This morning I've got some helpers who are pushing all the buttons for me because there's too much to do otherwise. So we're going to point over there. Let's say hello to Joe and Nathan. Joe has been helping, well, she's the learning driver this morning. Nathan is teaching her how to use the computer, which is really cool. So thank you to them for making this all work. So let's get going, and we're going to crack on with a video about this Bible, Joe's favourite Bible, and me fixing it. So my little exercise for today is to fix Joe's Bible. This is her much loved Life Application NLT Bible. It's well used and well worn, and well, it's sort of not really attached to anything anymore. There's a few loose pages. Gorilla Glue, awesome stuff. Not going to be needing that, so get rid of that. So what we've got instead is some carpet tape. Makes more sense in a minute. I've done this before, I promise. We got some really, really subtle orange gaffer tape, some scissors, used responsibly, and some magic tape. Most importantly of all, we've got a cup of tea because I'm English and I like tea. So, having fixed a few books along the years, one of the first things I know I need to do is to get some carpet tape and tape the back of the spine here back onto the actual outside of the book. And then we have the first bit. So, the main part of the Bible now is going to go back onto this. You only get one chance at this, so we're not doing two takes because it won't work. That looks about right. And then on to pushing both sides of the book to try and massage this in as best as I can so it stays together. Once this spine is together, hopefully it should stay better together. We almost have a Bible again. So, a few pages, we'll fix that with magic tape. This all is going to get fixed with magic tape, and then Joe wants gaffer tape around the outside because she saw on the Skit Guys the red Bible and the brown Bible, and they look really awesome. So, Skit Guys Bible inspired. Parcel tape, not so good. So instead of parcel tape, we're going to use this nice subtle orange duct tape. Other gaffer tape providers are available. So this is where it gets a little bit chewy. That's not so good. That's coming away. So I think the best thing for that is to probably use a little, maybe get it a little worse. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is taking some more of this. Okay, rubbing it in. Trusty knife, take off the top level. and then splat that down. That's better. And now the front of the Bible is attached to the outside of the front of the cover. So that's getting better. These pages we'll do in a minute when it's a bit more stable. It's a bit floppy at the moment. So the next thing I'm going to do is tape this down. These pages are a bit creased. I was going to bin them, but my wife pulled a jib out. She wasn't happy about that. So this is where the magic tape comes in, because you can see through it and it lasts better than sellotape does. Flat as we can, as good as we can. That goes on there, that's alright. Don't forget to stop for your tea. So there's one page. That one and that one. I'll go back on there. So, a bit more magic tape. They're all trying to come off, look. I'll hold that one on. This one. Page numbers are right, yes, that's good. So this one's going on next. This isn't going to look perfect, but that's not bad. Quick check every so often, squash the pages out. That's those two on. That's okay. There we go. Trim this as we go. That's that one. Next thing to do is pull this page up, I think. Get that one on. Up here. A bit of a mess. Could do that on there. And that's where the second strip of carpet tape comes in. That's going to go on there. Like that. Take this off. I'm sure if you Google YouTube, whatever, you'll get a better version of how to do this. This will work for us. What we need. The spine is mostly attached back to the Bible, so that's good. I'd love to say that the Bible that's falling apart shows somebody who reads the Bible a lot, but I think it also might show someone who doesn't look after the Bible quite so well. As well. So more magic tape. Hold those together. It's sort of coming together now. It's never going to be perfect. My wife doesn't pay me enough for that. So sellotape dries out much faster than magic tape, which is why I much prefer it for anything involving paper. So this, I get a bit more. Right, that's most of the Bible done, pretty much. That's not bad. Happy with that. The next part of the repairs comes in now. Now the Bible's basically back together, we're going to use some gaffer tape to fix it. So that can go in. Gaffer tape, good stuff. So, because the spine's weak, I'm going to go around the Bible. That is getting there. The next thing I want to do is go across here. So I'm going to go around. That's why I wasn't too bothered about these. See, I've done this before. I'm not an expert. That's what you need. One of those. So, that's the most of it done. That's not too bad. The pages are back stuck to the Bible. These creases, can't do much about those. Get an iron I suppose, but I'm not with that. And the Bible is beginning to come together. I think that's probably about as good as that's going to get, really. The outside's done, pages are back together, Bible's back on the outside. This page here is sticking out, which makes it look really messy, so what I'm going to do is trim that. It's broken anyway. So now there's now one page sticking out from the bottom, which is good. There you go. One Bible fixed. And here's the Bible working. I hope you enjoyed that. I had quite a bit of fun making it. My family weren't going to watch me do it, and they all just sat there and we enjoyed it, and we've watched it and we keep watching it because it kind of just draws you in. It's quite satisfying. So it's now time for story time, and in today's story we hear an amazing thing about a man who's not very well, and something really, really cool happens at a really, really special pool. Healing at a pool. As I read this story today, there's a special word that I thought we could try and say together. See if you can spot it and shout it along with me. The word is Bethesda, and it's the name of a place where there was, well, listen to the story to find out why it was special. But let's try and say it together before I start reading the story. Are you ready? It's Bethesda. And if you stick those bits together, you get Bethesda. One more time, let's say it together so I can hear you shouting it out. Bethesda. Awesome job. Let's get on with the story. And don't forget to shout out Bethesda whenever you hear me say it. Now, Jesus one day went to a big town called Jerusalem to join his friends and lots of others for a very special party and a feast. Lots of food and lots of exciting stuff. In this huge town, there was a really important pool of water, which had 5 areas covered by massive umbrellas. This really special pool was called Bethesda. Under these umbrellas, people who were really, really ill would come and lie down on the floor and wait. And wait. And wait some more. Some of these people couldn't see anything. Some of them couldn't walk. And some couldn't move their bodies at all. Now, there was something really, really special about the pool at Bethesda, because this pool was no ordinary pool. at the pool of Bethesda, an angel of the Lord, an angel sent by God, would come at certain times of the day and make the water move and bubble. All of the sick people who had been waiting and waiting and waiting some more for the water to bubble and move would try and get in the water really quickly. Whoever got to the water first would be healed of whatever sickness they had. So if a blind person went into the water at Bethesda, they'd be able to see. If a person who couldn't walk got in the water, they'd be able to walk. And if somebody who couldn't move at all got in the special bubbling water, then their whole body would be made better. Amazing. Sadly, there was one man who had been sick for 38 years. That's nearly as old as I am. And Jesus, ever a loving man, saw him lying there waiting to be the first to get into the water at Bethesda. Jesus knew this man had been waiting for a very long time. So Jesus said to the man, "Would you like to get well?" The sick man answered, "Sir, there is no one to help me get in the pool of Bethesda when the water starts moving." "I try to be the first one, but when I try, someone else always gets in before me." So Jesus said, "Stand up, pick up your camping mat and walk." And immediately the man was well. He picked up his mat and he began to walk. How cool is that? Because Jesus just asked the man if he wanted to be made better, and then Jesus just told him to stand up, pick up his mat and start walking, and he did. And as soon as Jesus told the man what to do, he was better. He could instantly move and walk around the pool at Bethesda. The man was made better because Jesus told him to stand up and pick up his mat and walk, and he did what Jesus had asked him to do. He picked up his mat and walked. Jesus came along, healed him, all because Jesus loves making people better and giving us all hope. I hope you enjoyed the bubbles. That was quite good fun doing that. A little gurgling sound. And it was cool, wasn't it? The man got better and Jesus made him better and he was able to go off and walk, which was awesome. So it's now time for song time. And we've got a couple of songs for you this morning. I think if you were that man and you've been there for 38 years, feels like COVID but a lot longer, you'd be really happy with Jesus and what he did. And you might want to sing this song, "Jesus' Love is Very Wonderful." Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, a wonderful love. Jesus' love. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. So high, can't get over it. So under it, so wide, can't get round it. Oh, wonderful love. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Jesus' love is very wonderful. Oh, a wonderful love, so high, you can't get over it. So low, you can't get under it. So wide, you can't get round it. Oh, a wonderful love, so high, get over it so low. You can't get under it so wide. You can't get round it. Oh, wonderful love, Jesus love. Jesus love is very wonderful. Jesus love is very wonderful. Jesus love is very wonderful. Oh, wonderful love, Jesus love. Jesus love is very wonderful. Jesus love is very wonderful. Jesus love is oh wonderful. Oh, wonderful love. Jesus love is very wonderful. I hope that you were getting on with the actions, that you did all right. If you want to send us photos or videos of you doing that, that'd be really awesome, and we can show everybody else. That'd be really cool. So I'm getting very excited about this next song because it's one I really like. I really do. You can never get too old to enjoy simple songs. So this is something I think we should all say if we've been healed at a pool. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. So get your actions ready, get your arms ready, and off we go. My God is so big. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. So, how did you get on with the actions? They're really awesome. I love those. It's now time for art time, and we've got today Joe's amazing weaving art with just some simple paper, scissors and glue, Pritt stick, glue stick, sellotape, whatever you've got or hope. So it's now time for art time. Off we go.
We're going to do some art, and the art project today is making one of these mats. There's a simple version which I'll show you to start with, and a more complicated, like this looks is more like a placemat that you can use, and this is a simpler version. I've done lots of different colours, and I did a smaller sort of one there. There's a green and blue one I've done, and this one's completely of card. I only had white, so there's lots of different ones you can do. So let's start with this mat, and I'm going to do a purple and yellow one. So all these things I've put here are what you need for either of these mats. So you'll need coloured paper, or if you haven't got coloured paper, you can use white and colour it in. That's absolutely fine. Or card. I actually think paper's fine, but they do say to use card. So you need some coloured paper or card, or white paper or white card. A ruler, a pencil, some glue. I've got Pritt stick, but you can use whatever you have, and some sticky tape and some scissors. So there you go. There's all the things that you're going to need. I'm going to move this one then and just do the first mat, which is I'm going to do a purple and yellow one. So you'll need a white piece of paper and whatever colours you want. It can be any colours. And as I say, if you haven't got coloured paper, you can just colour in white paper, or maybe use spots and stripes to make them different. So this white paper goes on the bottom. And well, what we're going to do with these two, now you can, I'm just going to cut strips along, but you could, if you wanted to, measure them. And the size of the strips are about 1 inch or 2.5 centimetres if you wanted to. I'm not going to actually bother. I'm just going to cut them, and it should make about 7 strips. So put the two colours together that you want to use together like that. Make sure they're nice and straight, and you literally just, you know, look about 1 inch, 2.7 centimetres, and just cut your strips together like that. And you keep going until you've got, let's say, 7 or 8, roughly about the same, like that. And you just keep going until you've got a good pile. And I've got a pile that I made earlier. So there's my pile of purple and my pile of yellow. And what I'm going to do is take these 7, put them down on this white piece of paper in a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And say you can measure them. You probably see that mine aren't exactly the same size, but they're roughly the same. Actually, that one got quite big. And the idea then is just to hold it in place. I'm going to just use a little bit of tape. Now you could actually hold, maybe put a book on top of it or something, because what I find is when you try to remove this sellotape, it can be a bit awkward. So, but you can try sellotape, but if you're not happy with the sellotape, you could put something on top. So that just holds it together whilst you do your weaving. This is a weaving art. And so then you take each piece and then you go under the one, over the next one, under the next one, over, under, over, under, like that. And then just push it up to the top, right, like that. And try and put it at the same level. There you go. So as you can see, we're starting to weave now. Mine's gone a little bit funny at the end, but it didn't really matter. So now I went under to start with. I'm going to need to go over. So you've got to do the opposite. So over and under and over and under and over and under. It's quite good fun actually. Quite enjoy it. It's quite therapeutic. There we go. It's starting to look really nice, like a mat, like a really nice pattern. So because I went over on that one, I'm going to go under, and you just keep literally weaving like that. It's just as long as you remember that you go under and over and under and over, and then the other time you do it the opposite way, and you just keep going like that and push them up like that, and just keep going and keep going like that. And what you do is once you've completely done all of the yellow pieces of paper, you remove this sellotape at the top. So you remove that, and we'll just look at the one we've done earlier now. This one here, as you can see, I've done it earlier. And what you do is glue these bits down. I started to do some of them, so just to hold it in place. Now it might be easier to do this gluing before you take the sellotape off. So what I did with this one here earlier, maybe start sticking this here in place before you move that sellotape. It just holds it better. Just a little tip there, because otherwise it might start falling apart. But I've sellotaped some. So what have I got left? I've got here's one. Just stick them down into place like that. There's another one. Stick it down. I've stuck that one, and then maybe on the other side as well. Just stick the tabs down. One, whoops, that one's coming out of place. Just stick it down like that. That one needs to go sticking down, and then turn it around and stick to the other side. It really doesn't need much glue, just a little smidge to hold it in place really. And with this mat, it's more for a little decoration. So you can take your white piece of paper and maybe stick that on the back. And that's it really. You could tidy them up a little bit if you wanted to. You could cut the ends, but I think that's really quite nice. That simple mat, Really easy, just literally strips of paper woven together, and then you can do any colour. Fantastic. That's the first mat that you can do, the easier of the two.
Thank you to Joe for that. So have some fun and make some woven mats, which is something like what the man would have been on at the pool of Bethesda. So we're coming to the end of our time now. If you want to watch a video of me making that Bible fixed, there's a whole slightly longer video, then you can watch that. There's a link to a YouTube video for that, or there's also another video if you want to make the slightly fancier woven art. There's a video link for that as well. We hope you enjoyed your time with us this week at Little Blessings Online. If you want to, you can email or send in photos of your woven art, or any Bibles that perhaps you've repaired. Sorry, parents, if they fix your nicest Bible. It's the risk you take. So that's awesome. We've got a little video. We've got something that's coming up really soon, which we're really excited about. We've been working on this for a month or two. Something new that we're going to put out on Sundays. So there's a little video for that. We wanted to invite you to BerryBunch Something for Sunday.
We'll have
Drama,
object lessons,
worship,
prayer.
and family-friendly teaching for the whole family.
It doesn't matter how old or young you are.
There's something for the whole family.
And you can enjoy it as a whole family.
Through lockdown and beyond.
From the comfort of your own home.
At a time most suitable for you.
It'll be available as early as you're awake on Sundays via our Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking forward to seeing you soon. So thanks for being with us. I'm drinking my milk because I'm good. And we will see you again really, really soon. Have a great week. And we'll see you again really soon. So it's goodbye from my helpers over here.
Okay. That is.
There we go. And it's goodbye from me as well. And we'll see you really, really soon. Bye for now. Stay up to date with the BerryBunch. You can follow us online, www.berrybunch.family. We're on facebook.com/BerryBunch family. You can also find us on Instagram and YouTube as well.